Hello. What's going on, Explorer?
Hello. We've got Z Cash Money.
Hey, what's going on, man?
What's up, Doug?
What's going on, Zcash Money? Thanks for joining the space. We are live in the 105.
Live from the 105. See, you were on this for a while the other day. That night when I said I was in the gym just going to the sauna, did you stay on here till like 1 a.m. or some shit?
Yeah, I've done a 6 hour and a 4 hour so far in a pretty short amount of time.
Yeah,
But lots has been covered.
I watched a little bit of that, the recording you had on YouTube.
Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. Thanks for the support, man. We doing it. So, first agenda. Have you seen Danielle and Mr. Farmer Joe having a little tissy fit on Twitter right now?
Yeah.
Are they in the spaces?
Mommy and Daddy are fighting. Mommy and Daddy are fighting, guys. What's up, Explorer?
Are they in the spaces? Do you know? Or how do you know they're fighting? I can't see it. Maybe I follow too many
They're having
people.
a millionaire dick swinging contest. Danielle's essentially mad because he wants money for having like the MIM liquidity pool gown and all that. It's a bit wild, but
oh yeah, I see it now.
Yeah. You gotta love it the way he kind of is not afraid to go after anybody. I do like that. People may not like it. It probably brings some negative attention for a little bit, but I think that mostly blows over. Seems like he's passionate. Which
I'm gonna ask you good peoples also real fast if you don't mind doing a little retweet and like on the post in the Jumbotron just so we can get some more degens rolling in here, if possible. I would appreciate that. But yeah, you know what? What's up, RVW? How you doing, bro? Thanks for joining. I see you. I do appreciate Daniel. I appreciate like his boldness, bro. Like I appreciate that he's not afraid to say what's on his mind and just like call Trader Joe out for, you know, what he thinks is wrongdoing. Like he doesn't care that like his entire ecosystem is dependent on Trader Joe because like he's kind of an alpha, so he'll make his entire ecosystem dependent without Trader Joe. By the way, another shout out. Spell is now on Coinbase. Bullish.
Yeah, that was awesome. That pumped
yeah.
my bags a little bit.
Yeah, well, I've been chilling in a pretty nice little Spell and AVAX pool, bro, on Trader Joe. So That's been one of my best plays so far, actually. Even though the AVAC's pulling it down a bit, but like I don't mind having more AVACs. That shit's gonna go up eventually as well.
Yep. What are you earning on that? You're earning Joe, right?
Yeah. So I'm earning the pool. It's a pretty nice yield, bro. I'm earning the pool, and then I earn Joe from the farm. So it's the two gains. So the pool gains are nice, and then I get some Joe on top of it for like further committing to Trader Joe.
It's the spell AVAX one.
Yes, sir. If you could read out the current stats, that'd be awesome because I'm not at my computer at this moment in time.
Yeah, I got you.
But yeah, most of my money right now is in DeFi Protocol, Trader Joe, in several different pools.
It looks like you're earning about 46% APR on Joe.
Beautiful. And then if you go to the pool, you get an APR on that as well. So
yeah, so your total is probably.
What's up, Eli? Thanks for joining, man. Stoked to see you here. Welcome.
But
we're getting on that quick alpha right now. It's never too late.
On the pool, you're earning Avalanche, right?
I think the pool you just earn like fees from both sides, but right now I'm earning Avalanche because Spell's outperforming that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, so your APR is actually pretty damn high combined. You're getting 75% on your LP tokens.
Nice. Thanks so much for doing that little calculation for me, bro. But yeah, I know it's a very, very good play.
Yeah, with the farm, it's another 46%, and that's in Joe, of course, but still, I mean, it's a lot of free money, pretty much.
You heard it here first, folks. 10 minutes into the noob-friendly crypto duels #2. We're giving away that 75% alpha farm on 2 great project degen play. So ape into it if you want to lose some money, guys. Let's go. All right. Now that that's discussed, next topic for discussion, Geom coming to Avalanche. Have you seen Geom, my friend Zcash?
I have. I haven't read much about it yet. I don't know if you have. Is that is this basically? So I have a page open here right now that where's it at? Let's go back over here. Where's it at?
What's going on, Red? Thanks for joining. Nice to have you here.
Is this the bonding of pretty much all these other tokens as well? Is that what the Geom thing is?
Geom is like the wrapped memo, bro. So it is like a wrapped ohm token that rebases that's on Avalanche now. So there is another farm where you could do Avalanche and Geom. So you're getting the rebases from the Geom and you're putting Avalanche in the farm with that. So essentially you're getting like, again, the pool rewards and the farm rewards. And I think that comes out to 50% with Avalanche and the Geom. Plus you're getting the rebases on the Geom. So that, my man, is almost as ridiculous as a Spell AVAX pool and just as degen.
It's probably even more. So on this one, you're earning Joe and more Geom.
And more Geom, exactly.
So you're like leveraged Geom
with no real risk.
Yeah, at the same time as earning Joe. I'm surprised there's not more in this pool.
8 million is a bit, but not enough.
Yeah, I'm surprised there's not more in there, actually. How's Ohm doing? I haven't. Let me check the price. Actually, I haven't looked at Ohm. And
it's doing well enough, but they do have to give some high APRs to get people to hold it because they're lowering that regular APR a lot right now. But
it's on 507 at the moment.
507.
507.
Ohm 8.6.
That's one of the smallest APRs right now. So we're still, us Ohmies are being very patient right now. Yo, if you guys are there for so inclined, if we could get a couple retweets on this message we dropped 6 minutes ago in the Jumbotron, we'll get this pumping so we can pump it and then dump it, guys. This is gonna be like probably like an hour and a half today, but we're gonna do it big. We're
Hey,
gonna talk
so
about a lot of cool stuff. What's up, bro?
G-ohm is basically, it's like a W memo, right? That's the equivalent.
Yo, thanks, RVW. Yeah, so it is a wrapped rebasing token sent to Avalanche. It's lit.
So I just came across something. I don't know if you've paid attention to this at all, but Pangolin integrated some shit here. So hold on, let's go to Pangolin Exchange. Launch app. If you go on Bond through Pangolin Exchange, you go on Bond. It takes you to an Olympus DAO interface that allows you to, so you can actually connect through Avalanche. It's not just through Ethereum, and it allows you to bond uh, basically like a bunch of different coins. So it has like, say for example, Pangolin and AVAX, PNG and AVAX. So you're able to, right now the discount is negative, but obviously that changes. So you're able to bond Pangolin through Ohm. So you're basically just taking your PNG AVAX LP tokens. If you're already providing liquidity and then you come across this and you catch a huge discount on it, let's say like 30-40% on PNG, and you're already in that pool, like there's a way to play this also. I just came across this, so I'm just kind of thinking out loud right now.
Okay, cool. Pangolin is mad bullish. That's the one that was made by AVAX Labs before Trader Joe was a decentralized DEX project that took over in popularity. But Pangolin is still very bullish as the second leading DAO.
DEX.
Definitely some good plays on there.
Yeah, they've definitely put in a lot of. I think because it is a Avalanche Ava Labs project. I think they're going to put in a lot of effort to try to pump this. They kind of already have by redoing the tokenomics. I think they reduced emissions pretty severely. And,
there we go.
I think
what's up, Jacob? Thanks for joining, man. Thanks for joining.
They just like straight up burned a huge amount of what would have been like the possible supply of it or something like that. And now doing things like this, integrating with Ohm, giving people an opportunity to basically buy these tokens at a discount using your LP tokens. They're definitely putting in some effort to try to revive this price.
Some big brain stuff. They're trying to bring the Ponzi to Pangolin. Yo, I had some pangolin for dinner last night. It was very delicious, very illegal. No, I'm just kidding. Yo, what's up, Jordan? Thanks for joining the chat, man. Glad to see you.
What the fuck is a pangolin, anyways?
It's some endangered species shit, bro.
Damn,
that's what
you're
those
a terrible
ballers.
human being. You're a
ballers be eating pangolin, bro. That's how you know you made it.
You're a bad.
It's like an armadillo type of like lizard or something. It's a scaly anteater. There we go.
That's yeah, but that shit's dank when it's prepared by a 3-star chef. Yeah, if anyone wants to put a pangolin up in the Jumbotron, that'd be much appreciated. So we can get a visual on this. No sweat, though.
How do you share tweets in here at the top?
Go on your phone, look at your tweet, and press share, and then like at the top, you can just click it. It's gonna be like just say like Noob friendly crypto duels, and it should go to the top up there. Yo, what's up, my man Jordan? How you doing, bro?
So you're completely out of Jade now, huh?
Yes, sir. I just didn't like the way they did business. I made my money back pretty quick, but not all of it. But I got out with what I had. Didn't look back, and I'm happy for it. I wish them the best. But after the early exploit and kind of the sus shit that happened, I'm just I don't know. I'm never gonna be bullish again.
Well, that shit's pumping.
Yeah, bro. It's honestly
Ring.
water off a duck's back at this point. Like I can't play it correctly after like watching the market cap go from 80 million to 2.4 million that one day. Just PTSD, you know. I'm never going to be comfortable. It's going to be the type of position that I like lie awake at nights thinking about for whatever reason.
I mean, guys, like Ring supposedly rugged 2 days ago, but they're pumping by like 40%, you know? So you can't really look at this like, you know, some people just buy into whatever they,
What
wherever the
coin was
API
that?
is highest. Ring
Yeah, just because
Financial.
everyone has like Stockholm syndrome, though, I'm not sure if we should, but I could be wrong. Maybe I'm not thinking simply enough.
Hold on, I didn't even hear what he said. Finance?
Yeah, Ring Finance.
The
that
Ring
on
Node
Binance?
project, similar to Strong, giant, great Ponzi.
Ring, it's the one on Binance?
Yeah, that's the one, man.
Yeah. What is it? Is it one of these bonding things or?
No, it's like a node. You have to mint nodes. Well, you can't do that anymore because supposedly they had like a hack or something. But yeah, basically you buy 10 coins to mint one node, and then one node gives you half a ring per day, I think.
Interesting.
I know some dudes making hella money off of Strong.
What is Strong too? I heard
Nice.
of it briefly, but
I've heard people getting rugged on Strong and people who just make a crap ton of money. It's like Strong and Ring. You basically sacrifice like a good amount of tokens to make a node, which isn't really a node. They just call it a node for marketing purposes. And then that node basically generates you a shit ton of tokens, and then you can make more nodes. So,
well, no shit. That sounds like it's going to be volatile. It's like if you want to play it, you just wait till you see a 50-60% dip. Because obviously it's like when you're replenishing and you're getting more nodes, you're getting more tokens, you're going to dump them. And then it's a complete pure Ponzi. I mean, it's dependent on more people getting in, obviously, and at a higher rate. But yeah, this look at the chart. I mean, it rebounds off of every one of these fucking 80% nukes and then goes higher. Interesting, man. I don't know. I didn't know. I kept seeing Strong a lot. That's down pretty hard. Ring just keeps bouncing off of these lows. This is the first time seeing it actually for me.
very
Well, it's
cool. Very
because
cool.
supposedly they fixed the contract problem, but they still haven't announced how much money was actually taken out of the protocol. So we don't know how much money is left in there, you know? How many of these nodes are backed by dollars on the other side, you know? Or ETH to be, sorry, BNB to be precise.
I see. Okay, yeah, I found them on Twitter.
So, anyone got some NFT alpha? What are the Bored Apes up to right now?
Bored Apes, they're up to getting rugged, dude. Every time I see one of these stupid ass stories about like someone getting their like wallets wiped or something dumb like that, I keep seeing like it's like always a member of Bored Ape Yacht Club. That's not a good indicator of like their IQ level in that entire circle jerk. They're always getting rugged.
Yo, what's going on, David? Thanks for joining. Go ahead, Jordan. Sorry to cut you off there, bro.
No, you good, bro. And sorry about that earlier. I was like trying to get out of something and I couldn't get my phone back to the screen. But I think a lot of these people that's buying these Bored Apes, they gotta be like super fucking new because my daughter even came to me talking about it and she's like a kid. So you got kids that, you know, they don't know what they're doing. They're just in here fucking up money, pretty much.
That's a good point. Yeah, a lot of inexperienced players come in to play the game. And it is marketed to kids for every intent and purpose because, you know, they're cartoons. So let's be honest. Kids love that shit. Interesting. So Bored Apes is on Ethereum, right? Or Polygon?
No, it's Ethereum.
Okay. So there's a bit of a gas fee there. So maybe not all the kids. I feel like kids can be aping in on like Solana really easily right now. Sort of Polygon as well.
Bro, I got a friend. He's a trainer out in LA. And he's training these kids, and the guy's not cheap. He trained these kids that their families, I mean, you got a percentage of people in the population that they got stupid money. Now, I'm not saying that all of them are kids. I mean, a kid to me and a kid to you is probably different. But you know, if you're paying with daddy's money and you a trust fund, baby, it's a different type of money. It is.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I've heard of all kinds of kid training going on for this NFT game, these games. Lots of child labor being enacted, but kids be printing these days. Yo,
Hey,
David, I recognize you from yesterday, bro. Wanted to ask, have you done your deep dive on Wonderland yet since we talked yesterday? Gotta ask, bro, because I know you're asking some questions. I'm gonna get you up here real quick, spit some facts. Let us know what you found. What's up, Crypto Ari? Welcome to the chat.
Hey, Nico, what's up?
Not much, bro. Thanks for popping in.
I saw you in here, and I just missed that when you connected me, but I assume you're talking about Wonderland.
Yeah, man, you took the whatever color pill that is yesterday. So how's it been digesting the nutrition, if you will?
Man, I went so deep. I just
down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, down the rabbit hole. Man, Daniel's just wow, what a tripping dude that guy is. He's unreal. He's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
so mommy and daddy are fighting right now. You can see there's a big Twitter beef going on between Danielle and Trader Joe guy.
Yeah, I saw
Danielle thinks Trader Joe owns him fat stacks. He's like, yo, my Mim's been making you like millions and millions.
Yeah.
I got like 40 million in LP here, 40 million in LP in here. Why am I not getting my money? A lot of people are kind of saying, hey, you guys are both millionaires. Why are you mad?
Yeah.
I just think it's kind of entertaining. I love that guy. We were talking a little bit ago. He's alpha, man. Like, he'll say whatever he wants to anyone. He doesn't even give a shit.
Nice.
The sorbetto, it make you more money. That's what he sounds like. I love it.
Yeah.
I love his accent. His accent makes him even more trustworthy. I don't know why.
Who is the guy I was
Maybe
researching?
he sounds like Mario.
Yeah.
There was someone I was looking at on YouTube. He sounds like Borat, and he was talking about Wonderland, which he had a really good breakdown. Fuck, where is he? DeFi Daily, and he was breaking it down, which was really cool.
Nice.
And then he pushed on to an interview that Daniel had with, what was it? Toad Nation or something, like, I don't know what it was.
Frog
But
Nation.
like
Frog Nation, bro. Occupy DeFi. Let's go.
Yeah. So man, it was real. I'm fascinated. This morning I just did staked 100 on Wonderland.
Let's go.
So,
You're coming in at a great time. I think we were kind of telling you that last night, though. You know, not financial advice, but we're at the lows right now. So,
well, it was just a test, like, because I bought some AVAX on CoinSpot because I'm in Australia. It's better. I don't know. I could have done it on Coinbase, but I didn't. So I pushed that into my Avalanche wallet and then changed it over to C, and then into MetaMask and over into Wonderland. So there's a bit to it.
yeah, there are a few steps involved for sure. Getting off Coinbase to main exchange, getting over to the Wonderland app, staking it in the Wonderland app after getting it from Trader Joe. There are a few steps involved. You know, it's not super easy. And there's a few more steps that we've been talking about too. If you want to take that a little farther, there's these pools, bro. You can wrap your memo up, and you can get in these staking pools while getting your memo rebases with other pairs. So that's something that we've been doing a bit of.
Well, someone I was I was listening to someone about wrapping up their memo because of tax benefits or something. Is that right?
Yes. I'm by no means a tax professional, but in some areas, like the states, for instance, or in some there's different interpretations to taxes, but some people interpret it to where like every rebase every 8 hours is a taxable event. So when the token's wrapped, it just goes up. It doesn't really have rebases because the value of the token doesn't change. So if you have one wrap memo, it's going to stay one wrap memo and be worth like the 23 memo it represents, going on and on and on. But if you have one memo and you're getting a rebase, so you're getting like an extra 0.6, that's like a gain. You're gaining tokens.
But it's an unrealized gain. You don't realize the gain though.
You do because
that's the debate. That's the debate. And again, not a financial advisor by any means, or a CPA or whatever the fuck.
Like but just think of it this way. So it is realized because there's a transaction happening and you're earning more of it and you're actually getting more of something and there's a transaction happening. Whereas when you're in the wrapped memo, all that's happening is you're getting unrealized gains at that point because the value of your wrapped memo is going up. You're not getting more wrapped memo. So the taxable event doesn't happen until you sell or convert back into memo, for example, or something like that. Right? That makes sense to me. I don't know.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I like that. So
what's
in
a
the
wrapped
US,
coin?
like how are they? Sorry, Eli. You go, Eli.
You want to take
Sorry,
that?
I just wanted to get. Yeah, a wrapped coin.
Yeah,
I heard you guys talk about it. I just wanted
to. I can take this one actually. I got a pretty good definition for it. So essentially, let's say you want exposure to Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? So someone can take a Bitcoin on the Bitcoin blockchain, essentially lock it up in a smart contract, and send the key to that smart contract over to the Ethereum blockchain as a smart contract, as a wrapped Bitcoin. All right. So essentially, a wrapped coin is like a key to unlock the coin that's non-native on the chain, if you ever go back to the chain with it. But mostly people never do that. They'll just hold the wrapped coin for exposure, and then they'll use it to have that exposure, and maybe they'll farm it in like a DeFi pool or something like that. Do you have any questions? Because I know that's a bit confusing. I don't know if I explained that well.
So it's to switch it over from like the Bitcoin network to Ethereum.
Yeah, switchy, because like Bitcoin's not native to Ethereum, so that's what you got to remember.
So it's so you're able to use the Bitcoin on the Ethereum network.
Yeah, pretty much.
It basically just represents one. Like if you transfer, you bridge one BTC to Ethereum, you're gonna get like WBTC, which is a wrapped Bitcoin. It just represents that one Bitcoin. I think the main reason people do want to do that kind of stuff is like if you want to earn some yield on your Bitcoin, you can take it into different farms or liquidity pools and stuff like that on Ethereum, and that's kind of some of the stuff we were getting at with what you could do with wrapped memo too.
Like a lot of times these APRs are going to be a lot better than like if you were to do it. Like if you take a wrap Bitcoin all the way to Avalanche, for instance, not just to Ethereum, but all the way to Avalanche, like you're going to get a pretty damn good APR. And I know because I'm doing that right now. And it's about 50% for holding Bitcoin and Avalanche, which are two blue chips, in my opinion, which is an opinion and not financial advice. Anyway,
I mean,
Explorer,
also,
I know you're about to talk about those wrapped staked coins. I know what you're about.
No. I was just gonna chime in and say that if you wanted to collateralize your Bitcoin in a lending pool like Curve, you can collateralize your Bitcoin. If you don't want to spend your ETH, you can wrap your Bitcoins and like put that up as collateral for other tokens.
So it's just giving your Bitcoin more functionality.
Pretty much, or anything else you wrap. Like you can wrap absolutely anything, like
Well, yeah,
butthole coin, anything you want.
yeah, but I was just saying Bitcoin app because we were using that as an example.
Well,
Yeah.
wrapped Ethereum on other blockchains, for instance, is also very handy because you're able to have exposure and trade Ethereum on Avalanche or like Phantom, for instance, and you're trading Ethereum, but you're only spending like 30 cents for gas fees per transaction. You're not spending the $250 every time you make a move with your Ethereum bag. So that is a huge. Go ahead, O Explorer.
I was just saying hi. The dragon popped in. That's all. I was just waving.
Okay, so you get like let's say a discount on the gas you have to spend moving it from place to place if it's wrapped.
Yeah, so what he's getting at is like if you play around with DeFi and Ethereum right now, you're using your ETH, right? Your transaction fees, like let's say you're farming something, every time you claim your farmed coins, you're paying 100, 200, sometimes $300. You're paying a significant amount for gas fees, which eats into your profit, into your gains. So you can wrap Ethereum, take it to Avalanche or Phantom, for example, and you can do all of these same things, um, perform all the same functions, and save a shit ton on fees. On Avalanche, you're paying 30 cents. So, like, every time you're claiming coins that you farm with your wrapped Ethereum or, anything of that sort, you're saving a lot on fees. Therefore, um, your profit margins are going to be a lot higher. That's why a lot of people have gone over to Avalanche, why it's like TVL has grown so much because you can do all the same things. You can take your Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever coin you're basically part of a cult with, and basically utilize another network's features like low fees, quick finality, things like that.
Now, with I think I saw somewhere that's like wrapped Bitcoin was already a thing. So is there a difference between wrapping Bitcoin yourself and buying pre-wrapped Bitcoin, I guess you would call it?
No. I mean, the only difference I can think of is like if you buy WBTC on Coinbase Pro, rather than like wrapping the Bitcoin yourself, you're saving on fees. That's pretty much it.
No, that's not true. You can wrap Bitcoin if you want, on BitGo Trust, and they do bonds as well, I think. So you can wrap it for a bit cheaper. Like a bit more Bitcoin than you put in. Or I mean, they used to do that. So if you wrap a Bitcoin, you get the kind of a little bit more dollar value in the wrapped Bitcoin, or like you get a little bit more reflection, like as an incentive, but you have to pay the Ethereum fees for that once.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why it'd probably be cheaper just to buy it because you're not paying the fees.
It's
just
true,
for the
but
transaction.
don't they give you like a little bit bonus, like a bit over the fees, a bit over the network fees, of the wrapped Bitcoin, to incentivize people to lock up their Bitcoin in BitGo?
If you know somewhere to do that, I'd love to know, because if you do it through if you do it through Ren, like Ren has Ren BTC, which is like wrapping BTC as well, or do it through like Uniswap or Sushi. I mean, it's they're definitely not compensating you for any loss in fees.
Fair. I think BitGo did it for a while to encourage people to basically lock up as much BTC as possible in their protocol. But yeah, if you're saying
BitGo.
Let me interject real quick. I've always been skeptical of those wrap tokens. Have you guys ever seen a scenario where if you're holding it long term, that you have a problem offboarding it, like putting it into you?
Yeah, good question.
Wouldn't it depend on the smart contract you use?
No, so the wrapped assets are all created by all the all the wrapped assets, I believe, are created by, like, I don't fucking remember who it was, but I'm pretty sure it's the same entity. So basically all it is as long as there's liquidity, you'll always be able to convert it back. And there's definitely pools where people are um, their Bitcoin is like locked in there for certain periods of time to provide liquidity. So that would probably be like the biggest concern is the liquidity issue. But I don't with Bitcoin, Ethereum, you're likely never gonna see that. Like if I want to wrap my Zcash and take it to like Avalanche, I'd probably have some issues there because there's no liquidity for like Renzek or wrap Zcash on Avalanche, for example. So I wouldn't be able to redeem it for anything or really do anything with it at all. So I think it all depends on liquidity. Meaning like having trading pairs. So like WBTC and I don't know, MIM or WBTC to Bitcoin or whatever.
Yo, Dragon, what's going on? You've been completely like aping into this space, coming to all these chats. How have you been doing?
How's everybody today? Hello.
Doing good.
I'm good to have. I'm just in the middle of like doing mommy stuff like all day long, all the time. But I'm like super pumped with the whole like crypto on Congress today. So what do you guys think about that?
Crypto on Congress. My crypto Congress is Daniel Sesta and Trader Joe beefing at each other. That's about as much as I've been paying attention. But enlighten me, because I haven't really been watching that sort of news today. We have some bullish rulings.
Yeah, so basically, let me get out of my patio. I don't like my neighbors to listen to my stuff. All right, give me a sec. So I basically kind of just was hearing into it, and then I just kind of exit out and went on my own to listen to it because I'm really interested in regards to living in the U.S. and the regulations that they're trying to input to it. So I feel that Coinbase and another exchange there at least had really awesome representation of what the crypto community basically stands for and what they're trying to evolutionize in our economic system. So I feel like a lot of these boomers were like rethinking stuff, and you can tell on the answers, even on the people that were trying to attack it. It was really hard to silence these people. They really came ready for the answers. Now, they didn't really educate on all the stuff that there is when it comes to the crypto community, like the NFTs, the DAO. They didn't really go into that kind of detail, but I feel like when it comes to like the banking systems and the financial systems and what the initially plan for crypto was for this more decentralized, financial system, then I feel like that came across pretty awesome. So a lot more people are going to get on board, and there is a possibility of some type of regulation in it being more acceptable by the Congress. So it's pretty awesome.
Nice. Yeah, I saw yesterday there's some highlights from Charles Hoskinson. He went on this beautiful kind of like long tangent about crypto, and he was kind of just like he's the founder of Cardano, and he has kind of like a sort of cult like following, some might say.
Wait, but, I thought he was the founder of Hosky Token.
No, he might be.
Bro,
might be secretly.
It's a joke, dog. It's a joke.
He could be an undercover dev. We don't know. He could be the founder. But in that case, that'd be kind of genius because he'd be giving half the tokens to himself. But yeah, Hosky Token, man. Shout out Hosky Token. That is the first premier shit coin. Just like one of the worst coins ever on Cardano, but they don't have any terrible coins, so it's kind of bullish in a strange way.
We need to send them some more Cardano.
What's market cap? Does anybody know the market? Zero.
Yeah, absolutely nothing. That's what's so great about it.
No.
It has no liquidity and its market cap is zero. Literally, the only way you could get it is by sending them Cardano, and a day or two later, they like DM you back the Hosky token into your Cardano wallet. and they say they're gonna rug pull everyone, and they just dropped the cash grab NFT that they've been printing for like a week, and they said they were gonna keep printing the NFTs because it's just a cash grab, and that's what they're doing. So like the cool thing about the team is everything they say they're gonna do, they do. But yeah, they're Hosky, Hosky on Twitter. Their Twitter is like one of the most hilarious accounts I've seen. So if you ever want to just have a good couple laughs,
Moon
check out
Lambo,
Hosky.
bro. Moon Lambo.
When Moon. Yo,
Yeah, they're trolling.
what's up, cigarette?
They're trolling so hard. The Husky token people. That shit's hilarious.
Yeah, it's really mad bullish. All right, so we've covered a good amount of DeFi material so far. We got a little bit of Congress talk, a little bit of Charles talk. We got a little bit of Daniel and Trader Joe talk. We talked a couple little plays we're liking early on. We covered like what a wrapped token is, different use cases for wrapped tokens, how you could use that as an advantage. Covered like how you could have like a wrapped memo token, how that's not financial advice, but you can do that for tax purposes, so you're not getting hit with those short-term capital gains. So we've covered some good stuff pretty far. I'd say this is some gold. Anything that you guys think is gonna moon soon? Like, is there any kind of like alpha you guys wish to share? Any projects you're looking at?
Nico, I don't have a project, but I do have a question because I just recently, I'm taking very serious my cybersecurity stuff. And I had questions in regards to like, when I initially entered the space the first couple of days on the Twitter, I started, like everybody would say like, oh yeah, give me your address. I'm going to send you an NFT. That was back then when I was asking for it. I'm not anymore. I'm not gold digging. So I got like two, which was pretty awesome, but I didn't get a lot of ones that I did give somebody my wallet, and then somebody told me that they can kind of switch out digits and have it kind of whatever they can have it kind of sent to them to that somehow they can kind of hack my wallet. But obviously I didn't give out nobody the keys in that sort of way. So how can I disconnect um, like my IPP address or IP address from a certain wallet? Like, no, I'm gonna have to research that. I guess. I'm sorry. I don't. Can somebody really hack you
No,
like that?
that's a great question. I would say because I've had a Binance wallet for a long time, and people have sent me like tons and tons and tons of phishing scams because Binance is just a scammy network. My best advice would be just don't interact at all if you're suspicious of an asset you received. Don't interact with it at all. Don't go to the website if there's a website on the token, and just fucking don't touch it because like the way they get you, they can't just like send you something and then crack your wallet. That's not how it works. So like as long as you don't touch like the asset, and as long as you're not like trying to sell it or trying to interact with it, you should be fine. Definitely never give anyone permissions to your wallet though for any reason, unless you're 100% sure it's like a trusted place and you want them to have those permissions. Does that help
Yeah, I
So
though?
appreciate that.
how's
Thank
it
you.
done?
Hey, let
How's
Debbie
it
in.
My bad. How's it done if it's not done through the wallet? How do they actually do it?
They just scan basically the mempool for recent transactions, and they airdrop the NFTs and hope that you'll Google it, and one of the first Google links will be come up will be like a decentralized marketplace where you can connect your wallet and like sell the NFT or the coin, and it'll ask you for permission to access your wallet, right? But at this point in time, like they'll sell all of the coin you have, or at least like all of the like coin you have in that protocol. So be it ETH or like BNB or Algorand or Avalanche or whatever you have, they'll take the lot basically, which is
Um,
unfortunate way to get scammed.
Well
Can
said.
you
I
Well
burn the
said.
also
assets?
I was
Sorry.
smart enough to not have my assets there. I don't. I do have different wallets, but like, so should I even worry if
As long as you don't touch it, you don't have anything to be worried about.
Cool.
Let me also run through a couple quick fuck ups that people can do, like the most common fuck ups. Always make sure when you're going into a dex, you're typing it correctly. That's a big one. If you fuck up a couple letters and like Trader Joe or Pancake Swap or whatever, it can send you to some weird shit.
Hey,
never put your MetaMask seed phrase in any kind of Google Docs or anything like that. What do you want to add, bro?
I want to add to that real quick, Nick. Just on that, going to the right websites, and then you can finish. I just want to butt in real quick because what I do, easiest way to make sure you don't make any stupid little mistakes. I mean, I have stuff bookmarked now, but like first time I go on some website, I always make sure I go through their like Twitter account, just to make sure I don't end up on some phishing link through Google or something like that.
Yeah, that's a great way to do it. Bookmarking pages when you can and going through Twitter accounts. There's even like fake Pancake Swap Twitter accounts though, so you gotta be careful for that too. I mean, these guys are tricky. They'll catch you slipping if you're like really tired or something. I've said this before. Like if you type MetaMask in a tweet, you can try it. You'll have like 3 bots immediately saying they're from MetaMask support, contacting you to help you, and they'll have you try to fill out like a little document, and they'll ask for your seed phrase, and then if you give them your seed phrase, they're going to send all your wallets. They're going to liquidate them as fast as they can to a stable coin, and then send that stable coin to another wallet address, send it through Tornado Cash, and your funds are gone forever. If you go to a fake DEX and you're giving them permission with your MetaMask, always read, well, if you're in a real DEX too, always read what permissions you're giving them, because they'll need permission to spend your LP tokens if you're in an LP token pool, but they should never ask for permission to like spend all your tokens. That's a red flag too. So
a DEX is like own or its own like like on the actual platform for that particular coin. Is that what a DEX is?
It's like decentralized exchange. So that would be like Ohm is like a DAO. They could have a DEX in the future if they let people like exchange with their liquidity like in their treasury, which could actually be pretty cool for various reasons, including possible lower fees. I think there's a few DAOs that are meaning to do that at some point. But yeah, I mean, pretty much your places where you're swapping tokens for other tokens or DEXs.
Thanks so much.
Awesome questions.
You guys use decentralized versus centralized more often, right?
I mean, it depends where the price is the best, man, and where the liquidity is the best. Like, you could normally check on CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, like, what's the best price and like versus liquidity. You don't really want to go to a low liquidity DEX because you'll get slipped heavily, like in terms of how many tokens you get, like what the price is that you pay.
I think another cool thing to cover for you guys who are new to using decentralized exchanges is slippage. So slippage is a parameter that you set before you do an exchange. And what that is you're basically like allowing the person you exchange with, or like whoever the router, like the trader router, because the DEX basically has it sends your what coin you want through a router. It routes out the best path. So sometimes you need to hop through more than one token. So Trader Joe will actually do that for you. Like if you want to spend AVAX, but there's no AVAX liquidity, it'll route to like AVAX USDC to like your coin of choice. But anyway, sorry, I'm getting on a tangent there. But like slippage is basically allowing, if you're trading a really volatile asset that you think might go down, like let's say 1 or 2% or 3%, but you really want to get it because you just want to ape in really bad, then you can set your slippage higher, and it'll basically like if within the transaction the asset has changed like by 3% and you have it at 3% slippage, your transaction will still go through. But if you keep it at like 0.1%, for instance, it'll fail. That also allows people to like front run you, which is like a whole nother thing. But generally for like high liquidity assets, you can keep it at pretty low slippage. But yeah, that's just something you can like learn to mess around with too. If you're trading small cap coins and you want the transaction to go through, you can always increase the slippage. That's something that people have questions about a lot too. So I hope that's helpful to you guys.
I just want to be like you, maybe a little better.
I've
You're
been
way,
sticking
Dragon.
to centralized, if I'm being honest, because I'm like the decentralized space seems a little risky for like where I'm at right now. So I've been sticking to like crypto.com and Coinbase, just kind of like to like with that risk reward factor. Like I think I'm at where I'm can be right for right now until I get more experience and more skin in the game. Let's say. I think I might just stick to centralized. But like, did you guys start with decentralized, or did you guys start like in centralized and move on?
At a certain point, I think decentralized just makes more sense, honestly. Just because like Coinbase will be letting you get like, I don't know, like 30, 40 different tokens or something like that. Maybe a little more if you're on Coinbase Pro. But like when you're on a DEX and a decentralized exchange, man, you can just get like thousands of different tokens and smart contracts, and you're also able to like nimbly use like cross chain swaps now, so you can be hopping like decentralized from like Ethereum to like Avalanche to Phantom. So I think it just allows you to have a lot more options and a lot more maneuverability. Plus, there's also the fact that like a lot of times on centralized exchanges, you don't really own the token. You just have like the credits of the token in your account, and they'll let you send that token off the exchange. But like until it's in your MetaMask wallet, you don't really own it. Arguably, until it's in like a cold storage treasure wallet or a Ledger Nano X, you don't really own it. Arguably, but I mean, honestly, like if you want to do a centralized exchange, like I'd suggest Coinbase, just because they are publicly traded. I think they're like a pretty reputable company. So like, more power to you, man. If you're making money and it's working, do what you're comfortable with, man.
I want to get to the point where I'm using decentralized exchanges, but like I feel I'm not at that point right now, and I feel like if I jump too soon into it, I definitely will get either rug pulled or screwed over. So I'm just kind of like using these centralized exchanges for now until I'm more comfortable with the space.
That's dope, man. Yeah, I think centralized exchanges arguably are better for like trading Ethereum tokens too, because like you don't have to pay massive gas fees because again you're not really owning the token, so you can like trade SHIB and stuff with like minimal fees if you're trying to do that kind of stuff, you know. So there are like little advantages to there as well.
Yeah, I would throw out this example of like why you do want to interact at least a little bit with dexes. Um, Maybe at least for things that you're like excited about. And I'll give you this example. So there's a token called Spell that just got on Coinbase yesterday, and like I've been in it for probably I don't know maybe a month now, but you know when this first came out, it was like the price was like four zeros and I don't know whatever number. So like by the time something gets to Coinbase, in 99% of the time it's already been pumped like so hard. Like Spell is on Coinbase just now, and it's already up like 100x from where it came out at. So like, say the biggest advantage to operating on dexes is finding stuff early, because again, by the time like something gets to Coinbase, it's already been pumped like 50 to 100x. And most people don't even know this kind of stuff, but like take Curve for example, which is like until recently it's had like this super high emission rate, and people on Coinbase just buy the coin. They're like, why the fuck is this not moving? This isn't going anywhere. Like market cap might even have been going up, but like the price of the coin's not going up, and they don't get why. But they don't know that it's a token that's like being farmed by whales and just being dumped every time it potentially has a breakout on the chart. So
Yeah,
I'd say
that's a
that,
great point.
yeah.
Yeah, man, that's a top point. Like, if you want to take advantage of low market caps, obviously, when you've built up a bit of experience, like, and you know how to do like research, definitely like start taking advantage of the dexes.
Yeah, I mean, Coinbase
Hey,
will give you an APY, like on Tezos, for instance. They'll give you a little APY on some coins, but they're shafting you because they'll give you a 4.5% APY, which is a shaft slap to the face. Because if you just go decentralized, do a little more work, you could hit like those big APYs, like 20, 25%. And you know that's what Coinbase is doing with your tokens. So why are you giving them so much money to manage your money? Do it yourself.
yeah, hey,
It's
I was
not that
gonna
I. Oh,
I
my
was
bad.
gonna
Go ahead.
say that spell, the spell on Coinbase. I think many of us here have spell, own spell, but the spell on Coinbase is the Ethereum version of spell. So if you ever want to transfer that into a wallet, it's going to be very expensive once it gets to that Ethereum wallet for you to move that around. So, you know, these little technical things are things you're going to have to learn, which is great. You know, like it's fun to learn. But in other words, before you send your spell out of Coinbase, you're probably going to want to turn that into something else and try to get it onto a different blockchain or something. Unless you want to play it on the Ethereum blockchain. But do you realize how expensive the gas fees are on Ethereum?
Fuck yeah.
Hell of
Hey,
a
Red.
so
Hey,
like
Red, I got a question. Hey, Red, I got a question
so
about that.
like everything on Coinbase is Ethereum basically, right? It's ERC20, so which is fine. But once you start putting those coins into MetaMask, you're gonna find out they're all in your Ethereum wallet. And you'd be like, "Fuck! It's gonna cost you a lot of money to move those around or even get them back out." I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
Hey, Red, I had this same situation with buying something. I think it was XRP.
Yeah.
And is there any way you could know that you're buying an Ethereum token before you do it?
Yeah. Yeah. There's a couple ways. I mean, anyone can chime in, but because I'm new to this too, I had to learn all this stuff pretty recently.
Well, where are you buying in it, Jordan?
I'm buying them all over the place. I can't remember where I bought it,
Because
but it
usually,
was
if you're
like
a
it was
beginner,
when they had that dip.
if you're like a
It
beginner
was when it,
like I am in Coinbase, usually like it would have given you like a small review of what that token is, and it tells you what blockchain and it belongs to.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
But like you can't buy Binance on Coinbase, right? You can primarily buy Ethereum stuff, and then you can buy some Polygon stuff. You can buy Avalanche, a
You
few
can buy
Avalanche
mana,
things.
those kind of things like that to get you started. Though.
Yeah, but like Mana's on Ethereum, so
What do you
that's
guys think of Crypto.com?
I used it for a minute and realized that to transfer anything out of it, Crypto.com is just grossly expensive.
Marketing department has been going hella hard for the past 2 weeks.
So
Yeah,
like
FTX as well.
to give you an example, like to transfer a few $100s of Phantom out of my Crypto.com wallet to my MetaMask, they want like $30. I mean, and that's like what, 10%? That's a lot.
I
Too
had the same,
much.
Red. It's fucking ridiculous.
So for instance, like in my personal case, like I buy a lot of I buy Avalanche from Coinbase Pro. So if you send cash to Coinbase, that's free. And then if you transfer that cash to Coinbase Pro, that's free. And then your fees are only 0.5% at Coinbase Pro. Whereas if you trade on Coinbase, your fees are 1.47%. So anyone on Coinbase right now can go to Coinbase Pro for free and you can save 1 whole percentage point on every trade you make. So anyone on Coinbase might want to go to Coinbase Pro.
Yeah, I'm both. I'm on crypto and Coinbase Pro. But Coinbase Pro is like, I don't know. Their UI is like a little weird to me, to be honest.
It's just more of a trading platform. But my point is like you're going to pay an extra 1% commission at Coinbase. If you go to Coinbase Pro, you save a whole percentage point. Which, you know, on $1,000 is what, $100, right? It's
crazy.
It's $10. What is it? 1%.
1% of 1,000. Yeah, that's like $10. I think
that's $10. That's kind of I don't know.
Well, no, that's a lot. I mean,
it's a lot.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay that if you go to Coinbase Pro. It's going to be what, a half of 1%. So that's less.
Yeah, and everything counts.
Hey, can I switch it up? I got a question about buying NFTs on OpenSea using Polygon. Why do they force you to use the Ethereum mainnet? Why can't you use the Polygon mainnet chain? What's going on there?
I think I ran into that personally browsing around OpenSea, and I think I remember seeing an announcement that they're going to be supporting Polygon soon.
So you will be able to buy using the Polygon mainnet instead of doing like a, because
that's what I thought I read.
Everyone's banging on like Polygon, no fee. Once you're in the ecosystem on the chain, it's fine, but you got to bridge your ETH over. Like that's gas.
A lot of it.
What the fuck? I mean, I just want to put fiat straight into the Polygon chain and then buy NFTs that way. Like, what a fucking joke.
Yeah, that's what Ethereum gets for being the 900-pound gorilla.
Is that legit? Like, I thought that was wrong when I was doing it. I'm like, this is fucking stupid.
I mean, Ethereum gets the one-time fee. Once you're on Polygon, they're not capturing those gas fees anymore.
You can buy Matic on centralized exchanges if you wanted to, and just have it that way, and then just withdraw your Matic to a Matic wallet.
There you go.
But I've got Matic on Polygon. That I bought straight onto, and it's on my MetaMask wallet. But I can't buy an NFT on OpenSea without being attached to the Ethereum mainnet.
That's because they haven't supported the Polygon network yet. But I thought I read that they were integrating that.
Yeah, so my limited understanding of Polygon is they're trying to be like a cheaper fee layer 2 to Ethereum. But the caveat is they're taking a lot of time and they're building out their infrastructure like one project at a time. Yo, what's up, Crypto Ari? How you doing, man? Thanks for joining the speaker. How you doing today, bro?
Hey, pretty good. Just, trying to balance my analysis paralysis is kind of the big problem I have. I was just gonna add a couple cents when we were talking about crypto.com. Coinbase and crypto.com, I think they're good places to start. What you guys said is totally right. The fees to withdrawal are really high. There is a big gap between the buy and sell orders. But there are some advantages like the yield for Ethereum. You could get like 4.5%, which beats Venus or some DApp places. So I think their Ethereum and BTC rates are not terrible. And then if you have the card, like for cashing out, if you have the 2%, the 3% card cash back, I mean, that can cover your entry fee. So I think it's decent for maybe cashing out. But yeah, you got to be careful with those fees, but I think they're good places to start.
Nice. Thanks, Crypto Ari. That's very insightful.
Yeah, hey, Crypto Ari, man, the thing is like if you go into the DeFi world, right? You could take just about any asset that you would hold at Coinbase, and you can wrap it in effect, or farm or pool it. And by leaving it there, like you would be leaving it at Coinbase, you can earn 30 to 50 to 60% at times, right? So you have to kind of look at that too and say, if I'm going to leave it sitting there, where can I actually get the highest percentage per year?
Yeah. Yeah, and sometimes you take safety over, you might go for the high yield on something a little more risky, or you might, take the safe route. And I'd rather,
Totally.
you know,
But like for instance, I'll give you an example. Like if you look at say Ethereum, or if you look at Bitcoin, and then you compare those awesome coins to like an Avalanche network, right? So like Avalanche is a real up and comer. They're nowhere near as large as either of the other two, but there is a relative element of safety in that name, right? It's going to be a little more volatile, but it's going to grow. So you can kind of look at things like that too and say, all right, it's a little more volatile. I believe it will grow over time, and I'm also going to get an extra 50% a year by leaving it there.
What are you using? Go ahead. Sorry.
Specifically, there is a Trader Joe pool where you can pool your wrapped ETH or your wrapped Bitcoin with AVAX for liquidity. So you can go in the pool and get 30% and then stake that in the farm to earn 20% Joe, which equals 50% total, which is like pretty fucking bullish. Pretty fucking bullish considering that those, Bitcoin ETH, obviously the safe parts of the pair. But as Red said, it is a relatively safe play. Anyway, Jordan, what's up, man?
Hey, Explorer was saying something about. I've been hearing this a lot about Matic. Can somebody expound on that? And I don't remember what even the point he was saying about Matic. When you buy it, you get lower fees when you're trading.
Yeah, I mean it's just an on layer on top of Ethereum that they've made the whole like transaction process more efficient. I'm not too familiar with the technicalities of it, but they're trying to market themselves as a feeless network.
Basically. I believe it's actually a side chain rather than a layer 2. So
there you go.
They got some, and they're utilizing the Ethereum network for their security. So there's some good stuff on YouTube if you want to do some research around Polygon, and it's not quite a layer 2. It's not quite a side chain, and they're utilizing a lot of different technologies inside of it. So I personally like the idea of it.
Coin Bureau would be quite a good resource. Coin Bureau, if you put Coin Bureau into YouTube, there's a gentleman called Guy that runs the channel, and he explains like from an academic perspective, like these things pretty in depth and pretty like basic English. So I think he'll be the man to check out.
Nice.
Yeah, I can second that. Great
channel. I third.
And then just talking about centralized exchanges, there's a couple that we trust more, but not all of them, should be trusted. And blockchain's really secure, but where we've had insecurities in the past has been with exchanges. Like there was the Mt. Gox hack, people lost a bunch of money in that. So
yeah, and there was the BitMEX hack like a few days ago.
Yeah,
that was a
giant big
exploit.
One.
Yeah, and
$200 million or something. Yeah,
wow.
From liquidity, big rug.
Like I had money on Cryptopia a long time ago, and that one got hacked, and It's going through liquidation process in New Zealand. Maybe I'll get some money back, but you got to be careful. You know, a lot of us that have gone the decentralized route, that's where we feel more comfortable because we own the keys, right? We have the keys, so
Yep.
yeah, it's
Yep.
you are your own bank. You have the control of that. So instead
Yeah.
of having a custodian hold your money and hopefully they don't get hacked, you own your own money and you are your own bank.
Yeah, I mean,
You guys,
in the case of Coinbase, when we own coins within Coinbase, you know, we don't own those coins. They're derivatives, right? They're futures, basically. Coinbase and Coinbase's algorithms are managing those pools. So we get an IOU basically from Coinbase. Once you transfer those coins to your MetaMask, they are yours.
I mean, also the centralized exchanges do loads of shady shit with your coins that you deposit. They're like a bank. So
For
they will
sure.
lend your coins to margin so that other people trade with your coins. They will stake your coins without telling you. So they will be making like a 7-6% return on your coins.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
if you're not staking them, they are.
Well, like 2 or 3 of the most recent red days in crypto, I couldn't log into Coinbase for an hour or more at a time. You know, they shut down. I don't know if anyone else has experienced that, but I've experienced that on a number of occasions.
I haven't experienced anything like that with Coinbase, but I only was on it for like a couple months until I switched over to Crypto.com because I was looking into
So
that card.
Crypto.com's awesome. I like Crypto.com. The thing is, you're just going to want to keep your assets there. You'll find that if you want to start sending them to MetaMask, you might find that it's a bit pricey. But for just keeping them there, that's awesome, man. It's a nice interface. I like it.
Yeah, until I learn how to get more comfortable using DeFi's, and like I just want to learn how to do all this stuff first, then do it instead of just kind of like winging it and then ending up making huge
Yeah, I
mistakes.
mean, you could have a Crypto.com portfolio, and then you can have a separate DeFi portfolio. So you're keeping 2 different wallets in effect.
Do you guys like hot wallets better or cold wallets better?
Cold wallets, absolutely, man. As was said here before, if you're keeping your coin in a hot wallet, you don't own the coin technically. Like you don't own the private keys to your coin.
I mean, you
Can you
own the
trade off of a
private.
cold wallet?
Yeah, you
Like,
You
can.
have to,
like you should. I think everyone should use a cold wallet. Is my opinion. I'm gonna have to get one. The only thing that threw me off of ordering was that it seemed to be incompatible with some of the coins that I like to own. Like,
would you have to get a different cold wallet for every system? Like, let's say
no,
you have no, they're interchangeable with all the networks.
yeah,
I
So
mean,
you just
if you're
So
trading the top, sorry man, go ahead.
no, you go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say if you're trading like the hot top 50, on CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, you'll be fine. They support
yeah.
most of those protocols. But if you're getting more advanced to a more advanced level and you're starting to use the DEXs and you're comfortable with that, you should be quite comfortable using the sort of more kind of techie tools that that the cold wallets have. Like what it means is literally that you might have to use a web wallet that will ask to connect to your hardware wallet. I mean, it's not too difficult. Once you get comfortable with it, it should be all right.
Of the Trevor and the other wallet, can anyone recommend what they believe is? I guess if anyone has a wallet here, can they speak to what they're working with?
I mean, Ledger's my favorite. I've used them for a few years now, but Trezor's a good choice as well. It's personal preference, really.
Okay.
I mean, there's a philosophical standpoint between the security because Ledger is closed source and Trezor is open source, but I mean, it's up to you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
I would recommend Trezor personally.
Yeah.
Ledger, there's like one major reason why I say that, and he kind of touched on it, I think, is that Trezor being open source, like all of the code and everything is out there. So like, I don't know, it's more transparent. And Ledger has done some sketchy things in the past, like revealing their users' information.
Do you happen to use Trezor yourself?
Me personally?
Yeah.
I have it. I've still not used the Trezor.
Oh, you do have one? Okay.
Yeah, I've still not used the Trezor, but I am going to be using it when they support Zcash shielded transactions or Zcash shielded wallets.
Yeah.
Which is coming pretty soon.
So I have a question to anyone who might be able to answer this. Let's say you have a Trezor or the other option, and let's say that right now everything's in your MetaMask. You want to put it into cold storage, but what if the device only recognizes all but 3 of the coins? I mean, how do you work that out? Does most of it go to the cold storage and the rest not, or how does that work?
Trezor pretty much supports, I mean, anything you're going to interact with. They support.
Is that right?
Yeah, they support like 2,000 coins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much any ERC20.
Would it support the Avalanche coins and the Phantom coins and stuff?
I think so.
But what if a coin in your wallet's not compatible? Where does that coin end up living? That's kind of what I'm wondering.
You might not see it reflected in the wallet itself, for example, with Ledger, if it's not a big market cap coin. But since the private key is stored, like your wallet doesn't actually store your coin, right? It stores your private keys that even you can never see, right? The private keys to your wallet. So on chain, you will be able to see the coins. But the wallet itself, like if you lose the wallet, but you know your seed, like your 24 words, or I'm not sure how many words there are on Trezor, but you get like a seed. So the most important thing is your seed, like the MetaMask seed. And you can restore that to any other wallet. It doesn't actually, like your coins are not physically inside the wallet. It's just the private key.
So let's say you have your cold storage on the Trezor. You have your private key somewhere safe, and your house burns down, God forbid. But you still have your seed phrase. You're saying you can buy a brand new Trezor, hook it up, and put your seed phrase in and restore all your crypto.
Correct.
Oh, that's cool.
What I've heard online. Yeah,
sorry, I've got a question around how, you know how you've got different accounts on your MetaMask?
Yeah.
When it's not the primary one with the seed phrase and you're transferring or importing, if you don't have that private key, will you be able to restore that ever again or not if you lose it on your browser?
No, it's gone for good.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So what some people have done, like I know in the space, is they've written a poem, and the first letter of every line is the key, or they've written like a short story, they've memorized that, and then they've thrown away the piece.
Wow.
Like PEMDAS?
That's so scary.
A short story where like every fifth word is a word in your seed phrase.
What if you start to get, God forbid, Alzheimer's or something?
Well, man, then you're probably not gonna remember where
you're gonna be screwed.
Private keys. You're not gonna remember where your seed is stored.
So I hope I'm not
Dragon?
boring Dragon.
Sorry, guys. I know my lame questions. But I was wondering about the cold wallet and what it would be the safest process to link it to these, like your MetaMask and stuff like that, without, like, when you have like your funds and your assets already there, like what is the process to connect it to these other?
I think that's how they're designed, Dragon, and I think they're probably going to walk you through it. Like, I'm concerned about that as well. But what I understand from like their website, they have videos, and it looks like it kind of walks you through connecting everything.
Oh, I
think
didn't know that you could hook up a hot and cold wallet together.
No,
I
you
thought
No,
they
can't
were
do
no,
that.
you
But
can't. You can't. But
MetaMask now have the utility to
yeah,
use to like they have the convenience for you to use a cold storage wallet through their app.
yeah,
But to ultimately store it in the cold wallet storage itself, you're gonna have to transfer the tokens to a new address. Yes, that might cost you a few network fees, but I mean, it'll be safer, you know? It'll be safer
yeah,
than a MetaMask. Like, I'm sure Zcash will second that. I mean, I think Ledger and Trezor come with very noob-friendly guides on how to do the whole process step by
yeah,
step with
yeah.
pictures and videos, so it's
Yeah,
not
you're
too
right.
hard.
Mhm.
Thanks, Ox. Thanks, guys. I appreciate
And
it.
they're only $100 and something, so I mean,
Oh yeah, that was
geez.
gonna link my other question. So I saw the question, the talk about the Trezor versus the Ledger, but which one is the more affordable? Since
The
both of them are
ledger, the
the
ledger,
Ledger.
the Trezor's like twice as expensive.
So for somebody that doesn't have a whole lot, it's okay to kind of just start off by something.
I would get the top Trezor model because the lower one only holds like 5 or 10 of your 10 coin types, whereas the other one holds a
Over
lot.
100.
Yeah,
But it's not the amount of coin you have. It's the more correct answer would be how many protocols it
yeah.
holds. I was wondering, Zcash, one Ledger device, how many protocols can it hold? Like how many apps can you have?
I won't answer for him, but I read on the Ledger's site that Ledger's going to be including Avalanche soon. Just as an anecdote.
What was the question?
No, I was just asking. Since you're more of a Trezor guy, do you know how many protocols you can hold on a Trezor at the same time? Like how many apps? You know what I mean?
No, I don't know the answer to that. I do know that there's like
Thanks, Web.
2,000 different coins supported.
Yeah.
I don't know
Fair.
how much you can actually have on there at one time.
In reading through the Trezor documentation, it looks like it supports all the biggest blockchains and stuff, and many coins, but it didn't really support protocols per se.
No, I mean,
The only
yeah.
downside to using cold wallets is when it comes to doing certain time sensitive things in like DeFi, it's definitely slower.
Yeah, could
Hooking
see that.
Yeah, it's definitely a little slower, and um, it doesn't always work with everything. Like I know I had to claim an airdrop one time through those for Feisty Doge, and people that were using cold wallets were like having trouble connecting to the site to like claim the airdrop and things like that. So there's obviously the benefits of security, and that's, if you're holding millions or hundreds of thousands of dollars, you might want to hold the majority of it in a cold wallet, but it can be pretty inconvenient too for certain things.
I was just going to ask you that, like you could hold long-term holdings or larger holdings in a cold storage, but then you could have a separate address in a MetaMask, right, where you could keep more liquid funds and things.
Yeah, 100%. If you're day trading or you're NFT trading and you want to make a quick buck, like have some liquid cash in one of the hot wallets or exchanges.
There you go.
So you don't necessarily need a hot wallet if you're not really like doing day-to-day stuff.
No,
really
you don't.
Just buying and holding.
You really don't. Yeah, you're better off not having one, right?
Something that I do like instead of like I'm gonna get a ledger, but just something I do in the meantime. And hi guys, by the way, I'm Hoops. Nice to meet you guys and
What
see
up?
you guys.
Hey.
Hello.
I use actually like as a cold like wallet, like I'll use an old cell phone of mine that still supports like different wallets and different stuff, and I don't ever turn the like I have a VPN on the cell phone, and I never really I only turn Wi-Fi on if I'm in my own house with my VPN on, and the phone stays off forever and ever and ever and ever. And I store a lot of my stuff in.
That's cool. That's a good
How do
idea.
you do that exactly?
Do you have an iPhone or an Android? Because
I just got a phone call while I was speaking, so I don't know what you guys
Yeah.
heard or what you didn't hear.
Yeah, I mean we've heard all of it, but are you using an iPhone or an Android? If it's an iPhone, then it should be fine.
It is an iPhone.
Yeah, then you'll be all right. If it's a small amount of money, they're quite secure.
How would you do that?
Put it on a wallet there.
You can get apps which are like wallets. I mean, they store the key on your local device.
Yeah, so OX Explorer can actually talk more about this because he's a genius in these matters, but you can actually even use a USB drive if you format a regular ass USB drive. To my understanding, because the Treasure or Ledger Nano X is essentially just a really fancy USB drive that's pre-formatted and is less likely to break, but you can put in a software to USB drive that'll allow you to cold storage private keys, right, OX Explorer?
I mean, yes and no.
I'm petrified to even try that on my own, man.
Yeah, you might as well buy the fancy.
There's too many risks. You might as well buy the fancier version.
In
man.
terms
There's
of like
too many things that can go wrong.
In terms.
I mean, if anyone on this chat wants to make an absolute fortune in life,
it's the fact that, sorry, can I just finish that? It's the fact that when you plug in the USB drive, other things can read the USB drive and read the private key, whereas on a cold storage wallet, the private key never leaves. You can never see it, not even you. You don't know what the private key is, and the device never sends it. You ask the device a question, yes or no, and you tap the buttons, obviously, with a yes or a no answer. You're like, do I send money? Do I unlock the tokens or not? But it never reveals the private key, like, ever.
But also, on a side note too, like the benefits of having a ledger are like, it's like, think about a ledger like being like a box that like no Wi-Fi signals or any like a box that's like untouchable. So like nobody can access anything inside that box, and you don't even have to have any of the concerns you were speaking about if you have a ledger. And yes, they only store whatever coins they do store, but I think they're a lot safer in my opinion.
Thanks, Coops. And Ox Explorer, that really sets the tone for what I'm going to have for Christmas this year.
Oh, look, it's my friend Tori.
I think I might start dabbling in DeFi because talking about the expenses, like with Crypto.com and Coinbase, I'm starting to realize that if I do try to move stuff around, it's going to cost me a lot more in fees than if I just start. I mean, you got to start some point, right?
Yeah, man, just pull the trigger. I mean, you'll learn fast.
That's been me this weekend, Eli.
Yo, what's going on, weird people? What's going on, Corey? Thanks for coming in.
Actually, I went for coffee today with Corey. We met on Twitter Spaces last night. This is the weirdest story ever. I've never met anyone in my life off of Twitter Spaces. I'm very new here too.
Don't talk to strangers.
Yeah, right. So we started talking, and he had a really dope room, and I had a few like computer questions and other types of questions, and I would love him to come up and explain what he does. He does a lot. He's a very cool guy. So we met at a coffee shop. Actually, we ended up finding out we live like 5 minutes away from each other or less. So we met up at a coffee shop, and that was about, I think, an hour ago, and we just talked NFTs. And as you can see, he purchased one of my NFTs and supports me, and I really appreciate him, and he's really cool. And I would really like him to actually speak for himself and explain how dope he is, because
wait, the penguins are your NFT? Because I was looking at those and they look pretty sick.
Yeah, they're mine.
Real cool.
I hand draw. So for me, I do virtual reality, augmented reality, 3D, XR, like everything like that type artwork, and all other types of artwork too. But this collection right here is all augmented reality. It's like meant for the metaverse and other apps like that. And all the penguins are like augmented reality. So yeah.
Do you have them on Sketchfab by any chance?
I make them I could draw them on my iPad and
Have
then
you?
make them into
No, I
augmented
got it.
reality.
Have you ever used Sketchfab?
I'm not sure what that is.
So you can take like if you're saying if like your penguins are compatible with like AR type of stuff, you can put them on like Sketchfab, and basically it'll like bring your NFTs to life like through your phone. I don't know if you've ever used any of these little like this just started being available through like Apple, where if you go in Google right now and like Google Chrome on your iPhone, just Google like lion, just put in the word lion like the animal. It'll allow you to like view it in augmented reality. So like what that app does, Sketchfab, you can put your own like art and things like that into there, and people can like bring it to life with like the augmented reality feature. It's pretty cool. All right, you check it out.
That sounds so dope. I'm really looking forward to using it. I have a bunch of different apps that I use to just make things into augmented reality, and if the apps don't work, I just personally like cut them, like you know what I mean, like cut them into augmented reality myself.
Mm-hmm.
But that sounds like that would be a really dope app for me. Thank you for recommending that.
Yeah, definitely. We were just using it for it's called Feisty Doge. It's a coin that it's backed by one of the original Doge NFTs that was sold off by Kabosu, who's the lady that owns the original Doge like dog. And this kid, Cryptopathic, he bought the NFT and fractionalized it into tokens on Ethereum, and it's like we put it everywhere now. It's on Ethereum, Avalanche, and all that stuff. So, anyways, we have some artists that created some stuff, and we're able to play with basically like the NFTs and augmented reality through Sketchfab. I don't know anything about the back end stuff, but it's really cool.
I had a question about you guys' like rigs, like the stuff that you guys like the computers you guys use, because I don't have like a home desktop. I only got like my laptop, and I don't really plan on buying a home desktop. I like having a laptop because it's like more mobile. But do you guys recommend like desktops over a laptop when you're doing all this kind of stuff, or even so, like do you guys recommend having a specific rig just for this stuff?
Not necessarily. My only preference with using a desktop is I'm like more comfortable with it. I mean, really, you could just attach a mouse and that kind of stuff to a laptop too. But no, the only thing I'd say is I prefer the user experience. Other than that, I don't know. Maybe Nick has some other opinions there.
Yeah, whatever you're comfortable with, man.
I'd say definitely hate doing all of this stuff on a phone. It's like super. It feels super. I don't know, archaic. I don't know why, but
Hey guys, I gotta run out, but I just wanted to say thank you for having me, and it was really dope meeting you guys. I'll give you guys a follow, and I hope to see you guys around. And thank you for listening to me rant. And you guys are
Yeah,
dope.
thanks for stopping by, Coops. Hey guys, I'm actually gonna end the space. It's been awesome having you guys here. I recommend my boy Dabby's hosting right now, NFT. Go check him out. Thank you guys so much.
I saw that.
This has been awesome. What's up, Eli? Well, yeah. Do you have any last questions, man, or are you good?
Oh no, I'm good. I'm just saying. I just noticed that too. That he opened up a thing, and that David was in there too.
Yeah, chilling. So if you guys want to go hang out over there, go hang out. And thank you guys so much for supporting. I hope to see you guys soon. It's been great. All right. Peace.
Peace.